What's good, man? Let's get into it. I want to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers, in specifically. Steelers, why are you guys mad at Mike Tomlin? Why is it every year I have to hear about Mike Tomlin being not by the organization, obviously, but just by Pittsburgh Steelers fans wanting him to go? Pittsburgh Steelers fans don't like him. They're saying the time is up, this, that, and a third. Hey, Steelers fans, it's not Mike Tomlin's fault. It's not Mike Tomlin's fault that the organization doesn't want to go out there and get him a young quarterback. They have to go out there and get the likes of Justin Fields, who sucks. Yes, Steelers fans, Justin Fields sucks. And he has to work with washed up Russell Wilson, Kenny Pickett, who else? Mitchell Trubisky, the likes of Big Ben, who you should have got rid of ever since Antonio Brown left, because let's be for real, Big Ben has been washed for years. Him and Eli fell off at the same time around that 2013, 2014 range, but one had Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell, the other one didn't. Okay? Who else did he have at quarterback? Mason Rudolph, who you see with the Tennessee Titans ain't ish anyways. And yet Pittsburgh Steelers fans want, and shout out to my boy Get On Kids. I'm not talking about Get On Kids specifically. I know he has his problems with Mike Tomlin, but I don't think he wants him fired. But so I'm not talking about you, Get On Kid, if you're watching this. But I'm talking about Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Guess what, guys? What are you guys going to get out there? What? Besides Mike Vrabel and maybe Pete Carroll, but I don't think Pete Carroll's leaving Seattle. Besides those two, you guys ain't getting nothing good out there. What you guys want? Ben Johnson? Ben Johnson's not good. Who else is out there? You want one of these? You want Bobby Slowick? You want one of these coordinators? I have news for you. I made the video. Go watch my video on Monday, so I have to, because I'm not going to explain everything right now. At the end of the day, say what you want about Mike Tomlin. I get it. You know, at the end of the day, you're not going to find a coach out there who has a winning record and is going to take you to the playoffs. Maybe blame your GM for never giving him the pieces that he needed offensively. He had to trade for Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. He got him Kenny Pickett. Good backup quarterback, and we see it in Philly. He's a good backup quarterback. Maybe if your GM would have came up to him and said, hey, listen, Mike, if you want to tank for a year so we can get a Caleb Williams, a Jaden Daniels, a whoever, go for it, bro. You earned enough stripes to do that. And listen, say what you want about it. Mike Tomlin is consistent. And people are going to be like, well, RJ, that's the problem. He's consistent. He can't win us a Super Bowl. Okay, great. Can you name me another coach that can win you a Super Bowl? Mike Vrabel? First of all, it's not even confirmed you're going to get Mike Vrabel because there's other teams out there. Number two, Mike Vrabel hasn't won anything. What did Mike Vrabel – listen, you guys complain about Mike Tomlin winning with Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph, Justin Fields, and Russell Wilson. Ryan Tannehill ain't that much better than all those guys. So it's going to be the same results. Pete Carroll – I mean, okay, he went to the playoffs with Geno. Hey, what are you going to bring, Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson back? And what are you going to trust in Ben? You're going to trust an unproven commodity in Ben Johnson? Is that what you're going to do, Pittsburgh? Listen, look, as someone who sees that Mike Tomlin's I'm not saying Mike Tomlin. Listen, all I'm trying to say is the grass ain't always greener on the other side. Pittsburgh. You're known for having only 3 head coaches. You're known for the Rooney Rule and stuff like that. You're really going to fire this brother who, let's be for real, ever since Big Ben's retired, really hasn't had a quarterback. Let's keep it real. And by the way, people are mad about Mike Tomlin for that Bengals loss. I'm sorry. Is it Mike Tomlin's fault George Pickens dropped the ball 4 times, multiple times wide open? That's his fault. That's his fault. And people are going to say, well, you know, Antonio Brown, George Pickens, Juju, he can't control the locker room. At the end of the day, and I understand somewhat of that, but at the same time, he doesn't have that power. He doesn't have Belichick power where he can trade these dudes. The reason why Belichick is so, you know, everybody loves Belichick is because you don't tolerate that. It's the Patriot way. Number one, that was the Tom Brady way, and we saw it in Tampa Bay. And number two, Belichick was the GM. He was able to trade these guys. You don't think Mike Tomlin would trade George Pickens, trade Antonio Brown, trade Le'Veon Bell? Hell, he'll probably trade Big Ben the way how Big Ben be trying to undermine him all the damn time. At the end of the day, bro, say what you want about Mike Tomlin. He is a good coach. And you know what? I will predict this. I kind of want Mike Tomlin to go. You know why? I want him to go to a young team like the Bears. Who else has a young if the Redskins get off of Dan Campbell, go with Jaden Daniels, go do something else, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, it's not Mike Tomlin's fault. It is Pittsburgh's organization's fault. And you'll see it. Go hire Ben Johnson. See how that works. Go hire one of these. Go hire Brian Flores. Go hire one of these coordinators and see how it works. Go hire Mike Vrabel and expect different results. Expect Mike Vrabel, who's never even been to a Super Bowl. Mike Tomlin's been to 2. Expect Mike Vrabel, who's never been to a Super Bowl, to go to the Super Bowl with Kansas City, with Buffalo, with Baltimore, with Cincinnati, with the Chargers, all in the division, bro. That's it. That's all. RJ out.